Today we're talking tools, and one tool in particular. Let's take you to my camper van. I'll tell you all about it. Let's go. Right, hi everybody. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. And today we're talking about Rivnut tools. And why, you might think, am I talking about Rivnut tools in the back of my camper van? Well, the simple answer is, with all the framework and all the interior we need to build up inside the van, we need a solid way of securing all the furniture back to the vehicle to stop everything moving and bashing around when we're traveling. And one of the easiest ways that we can do that is with a particular Rivnut tool. So what is a Rivnut? Okay, you've probably seen it on other channels, heard about it. Well, a Rivnut is a way of putting a fixing inside a cavity without the need to put your hand in or a nut on the back to attach a bolt or to fix something to anything really. And this is where it comes in really handy inside a build like this. So I'll turn the camera around, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so here, for example, this is the front of my van that we're currently planning out. As you can see, we're stocking up a lot of stuff, so it's going to come thick and fast soon. But here, so this is a medium wheelbase. I've got a window going in here, and I've got side pods or flares going here, which means I'm going to have a tall bed. So what I need to do is find a way of securing my bed frame, because it's going to be a sliding bed, to the van. And the easiest way to do that, by the time we've got everything all ply lined out and everything, you can't get access to inside all these nooks and crannies and holes. So the idea of a Rivnut is to be able to put a fixing into your van so you can insert a threaded bolt. And here we go. If I just show you, this is essentially what a Rivnut is. It's a way, you can probably see inside there, hopefully. There we go, can you see the thread? So it's a way of fixing into things without you having to get your hand up in behind it and holding a nut as you're trying to do something up. Yep, so there'll be plenty of places. See, there's plenty of places around the van. We're going to have top lockers, and over this side we're going to have worktops, kitchens and stuff like that. And by the time you've got all your ply lining in, your wall coverings, whatever, you need to have a way of fixing everything back. So to be able to do this, we can use a Rivnut tool. I'm going to take them inside the workshop and I'll show you exactly which tool we're going to use and how it works. It's really simple, so let's go inside. Right, so the tool we're going to be using to be doing all the work in the van to fix all the units and everything back is with this Rivnut tool here, which is the Workpro 16-inch. And Workpro have kindly given me this tool to have a look at, test and review. And I've got to say, it's a really, really good piece of kit. For sale here in the UK, you can get them from Amazon, which I'll provide a link down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. But it's a really comprehensive kit containing both metric and imperial fittings inside it. So we'll open it up so you can see exactly what's going on inside, and then we'll do a little demonstration so we can show you how it works. Because certainly for me, Rivnuts, you've probably heard what it is, and you may have even seen how they're used, but don't really quite understand how they work. It's a bit like a handheld rivet gun, but puts the thread in. It's quite a simple device, but like I say, unless you've actually seen one in, being demonstrated or used, you might be a little bit wary of how they're used and what you can use them for. So hopefully in this video, let's break that myth and I'll show you exactly how they work. They're so simple, and we'll do a little demonstration. So I'll set the camera up so you can see it properly, and then we'll put a few Rivnuts in some holes and just show you how simple it is. So I'll get the camera set up so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So there we have it. As I said, this is from Workpro. This is the 16-inch model. And if we open it up, I'll flip it around so we can see it properly. And these couple of tabs. It's really well fitted out. Take the old cardboard cover off. And there we have it. So in the top here, we've got all the pieces for metric, and all the pieces down at the bottom one here for imperial. We got M4, M5, M6, M8, M10, all the way up to M12. And then we've got the imperial one here, so 10 24s, quarter up to 25/16, etc., right? I'm on that age group where I work everything exclusively pretty much in metric. And the way I always remember that is metric M is for millimeters, which is metric, imperial I for inches, which is the imperial one down there. Don't very often use these ones here. Normally everything is in millimeters. But I say I'm of that age group where everything is in sort of millimeters and not in inches. But there we have it. So in the bottom section here, we've actually then got the inserts. So all the metric ones look to be over here. So bags, which is all written on as well. Can you see that? So M6, so that's all our little M6 inserts. And we got M5s, M4s, M8s, M10s, all the way up to M12s. And then we've got the imperial ones over this side here. So yeah, there we have it. Really, really well laid out, really clearly labelled. And then we go to the tool itself, which is here. So this is their 16-inch one. And what's also cool is if you have a look where the insert screws onto, and we'll go into detail on that in a moment. See there's a coloured band, which is that blue colour there. Well, that correlates to the colour coding of the bags and the little cases there. So can you see there? So that one, for example, is the same colour as an M5, and so it goes on. So which is really, really clever. And inside, so for example, this threaded part here would come inside that box. But if you wanted to go to a different size, let's just say we wanted to go up to the M6, which is the green coloured one, we can, it says, undo the tab. There we go. So it's got the green band, same colour as the green colour on the sticker. So that's like super clever, really ingenious. So just keeps everything labelled nice and easy as we go ahead and do our work. So we'll pop that back in there. And here we have the tool itself. Like I say, this is already straight out of the box. It's fitted with the M5 fitting. And I'll show you how to change that over in a moment. But I just want to give you a quick demonstration of how this actually works if you've never seen it being used before. So all we need to do is we'll take our tool, we'll get ourselves from the bag here, which is also colour coded, the same colour. So the same colour as the box, and the same colour as the band on the actual tool itself. So you know what you're doing. It's so straightforward. So if we were then to take out one of the inserts from the M5 bag, there we go, which is, pull that down, and inside we have the actual fittings nicely sealed up. Keep them all together, I'll say, to stop them all from getting mixed up, dirty, corroded or whatever. So if I then carefully, bought a knife for me, or a pair of scissors or something, but we'll stretch one out. There we go. So pop that down, put that in the bag there, so it all stays together. So all we then do is we take the tool, we then take the threaded insert, and that simply screws into place. Yep. And the way that they work, can you see the, let's turn around so I can see the camera properly. On the back of the insert, if we can see it. Ta-da. We've got these, I can focus in. See the gnarled or knurled section along the edge of the insert tool? Basically all this tool does is squashes this. So we put this into the hole, we use the tool, that squashes back, and the knurled ring grabs around the thin sheet steel or whatever you're putting it into, and this then flares out to ensure that it doesn't come out of the hole again. I'll demonstrate just on a piece of metal I've got over here. So I'll get it set up so you can see exactly what we're doing. Right, so I'll set you up on the vise here. Just got a piece of scrap metal here that's it's already got two 6mm holes already in it. So we're using an M5 Rivnut. And so what you want to do is an M5 Rivnut will fit really tight into a 5mm hole. So if you go slightly oversized, it will work a lot better. So you'd have seen me screw this on already. All I want to do is just open up the tool, so flare it right out, so I can screw that all the way down. Just like opening up a set of rivet gun. Yep. I'm then going to insert this into there. And all I'm going to do is squeeze the handles until I feel pressure. Just wind it in a bit more. And that's it. That is it inserted. And all I'm going to do, if I just move the camera slightly, to release it from that, because obviously it's gone on to a threaded portion, it won't pull away. We're just going to unscrew this handle, and hopefully you can see that pulls the threaded part of the tool out of the Rivnut. See that? That is then removed. We'll put that down to one side a moment. Then, can you see we've got our Rivnut installed. Whoops. Got our Rivnut installed into the thin steel. So it pulls it up nicely here, and all it's done, if we can just go over to the back slightly. I'm trying to show you it all. And can you see, if I just focus in on it, the knurled section is squashed in against the back, which then held that totally tight. We can then fit our bolt straight into that without it pulling from the other side. So if I grab, I'm not sure if I've got an M6 bolt to hand. What have I got here? This one might be an M6, bear with me guys. And then we can just thread, it's a slightly different size, but it just proves the point. So this will then screw straight into the Rivnut that we've just installed. And I'll say it'll keep it tight without having to try and hold the nut on the back end. Simple, isn't it? So I'll just zoom out a little bit. There we go. So you might be able to see a bit more of the process. I'll go in a bit closer. So I'll get myself another one of the Rivnuts. So we're staying with the M5. So we're going to put the Rivnut on the tool. So just screw it onto the threaded portion. And what we're going to do is just flare the handles out. So we can screw it all the way down, like that. We put it in the hole, squeeze the handles together. You'll feel the resistance. You can open it up. I can then screw this in some more. See if I can get any more purchase, but that's it done. And then to remove the tool, I'm just going to unscrew it from here. And there we have it, another insert installed. It's nice, it's clean, it's super strong. They're not going anywhere. The knurled section on the back is what grips it, stops it from turning. So yeah, really, really handy bit of kit, which is, in my case, the Workpro 16-inch Rivnut tool, which is pretty awesome. I'll just bring it back over on the bench again. So if I just give you a a demonstration on how we actually swap out all the bits and pieces from it. So as I said earlier, you can identify it by the coloured bands. Also on the very top, hopefully you can see, so it says M5. So it'll actually tell you on the tooling as well what particular size that you've got. But if we want to swap this out for a different size, it's really, really simple. All we want to do is unscrew this bit first and foremost. So we just grab the knurled section and we're just going to undo it. Yep, put that down to one side. We then need to take this collar off, which we're just going to unscrew. And this is a genius quick release system. So what we're going to do now, just move that out of the way so it's not so dark in the background. So what we're going to do now, can you see where the collar has a piece cut out from it? That then just slides out from there. How cool is that? So we're just going to slide it out. So let's put it down, just for demonstration purposes, and we'll go up to, say, the M6. So we'll just open up the case from the M6, take out the contents, and we've got exactly the same thing inside there. So we're going to line up the shaped part of the threaded insert tool into the collar on there, and we'll just open the tool up so we can just slide in nice and easy. There we go. Screw the collar back on. Like so. And we have the M6, if you can see. This time with the green band around it. And we'll screw that in place. That then is ready to receive the M6 Rivnuts. How good's that? So a super effective tool. It's going to come in really handy. Pop this away. On my camper van build, we'll just slide that over the top of there. Yeah, it's going to come in super handy on my camper van build, but also in loads of other areas as well. I used it on my T5. Those who haven't seen my headlining video, go and watch that one. Because there's a couple of fixings that are broken on the headlining, which I needed to sort out. So I used it on there as well. So yeah, super. I just put that in the wrong box, didn't I? Just put it in the M6 one. So yeah, go and check that out. It's just a really, really clever tool. And so yeah, thank you so much to Workpro for sending it out to me. We'll just put that one away in there. Yeah, so a big shout out to Workshop Pro for sending that through to me to try out. It's going to come in super handy for my motorhome build and for loads of other stuff around the workshop. I do eventually, as a lot of you will know who follow the channel, I want to rack out and do my barn out, so it's not just full of junk that it is at the moment. That day will come, I am sure of it. But yeah, it will come in super handy for things like that when I do my racking, fixing my racking together. I've got a tool board I want to put up on the wall. So yeah, fixing all my bits and bobs, brackets and stuff to that. It will come in really handy for all that as well. So yeah, a really super tool. It's going to come in super handy for me. And yeah, it's just a great bit of kit to have around the workshop. So, Workpro Rivnut Tool 16-inch, awesome bit of kit. Thank you so much for sending it out to me, and thank you for watching the video. I hope it makes sense on how these mysterious tools work. I say that they're just ingenious bits of kit and are really handy to have in any workshop. So thank you so much to them. I've now got a lot of stuff to be getting on with on my Jaguar behind me that's looking really sorry for itself, but I've made a lot of progress since the last video. So tune in very soon to see some stuff on the Jaguar XKR as well as the Motorhome. We're collecting stuff for that. I've got the windows and the pods, and I'll see you very soon on Projects in the Barn. Take care everybody, see you soon. Bye for now.